This is the Supernova Brown. I love this color. Royal Enfield did so much right with this bike. The way this bike fits me is like the best fitting of all motorcycles. I can't believe it. Probably the easiest of the motorcycles I've ever had where you can just get up and go. Yo guys, good morning. Andy from MCC Just Motos. I want to talk to you about commuting on that guy right there. That is my 2023 Royal Enfield Meteor 350. Yes, I have a 2025 Harley Street Glide Ultra. It's very cool. I do commute in it, but I want to talk to you about just how good it is to commute and all the things I like and don't like about commuting and just riding the Meteor 350 in general. So let's get into it. I'm going to tell you why I'm taking it and what I love about it and some of the things I don't. All right, let's go. Welcome to MCC Just Motos. Whoops. All right, so first thing is, got to pack my lunch. Put some saddlebags on there. All right, so there's my coffee, my lunch. Let me get it in two hands and I'll show you some other things we're doing. One of the first things about this bike is just how easy it is to get in and out of the garage and move around. It's a 350cc and yeah, real simple to move in and out. I think it's like 418 or 20 pounds or something like that. This is the Supernova Brown. I love this color. Very classy. This is the Supernova, which comes with the backrest and the windshield, and again, heel toe shifter, but the saddlebag stays. Also a little bar mount there for phone, and it does come with the USB charger way underneath there, so that's really cool that you can get that. All right, so another thing I love about this motorcycle is just how easy to get on it is. All right, so 5'9.5". Look, I'm flat footing. This does have a low seat capable. I have one, but I have not installed it. I don't need it. You saw how easy it was to, you know what, even before I'd go for it. Let's get it neutral and you can hear a sound check on this guy. Little putt-putt. All right. A little growl to it, but not enough where you're gonna wake the neighbors up. So that's another thing. Just blast out of the neighborhood, not worry about it. I did bring rain gear. There's my heel toe shifter. You see that? Look at that thing. Boom. You're gonna check out my video about the heel toe, what makes it so good. But I'll tell you as we ride. But okay, first gear. All right. So I've already said a few things I love about this bike. Just how light it is to get in and out of the garage. That I can put my stuff in there. I put saddlebag stays so I can move my lunch, rain gear, and enough where I can really just, you know, even do a light shopping if I wanted to. Plus it has that back passenger backrest. I could strap stuff down to the back if I wanted to. It is quickly becoming my go-to commuter and just everything favorite all-around town bike or favorite all-round bike, and I'll tell you why. Royal Enfield did so much right with this bike. The first thing is the size. It is long enough, tall enough, stable enough to be for a full-size adult to ride this. Even two up you can do. Not super comfy, but sure. It is not the most absolutely agile side to side, but it makes up for that with stability, which is great, which is kind of what you want for a cruiser. 5'9.5", 30-inch inseam, and the way this bike fits me is like the best fitting of all motorcycles. I can't believe it. It's so comfy. These bars are up a little bit taller than a standard. They're not way up like a cruiser or the going 350, but it is very, very comfortable. And for a full-size adult, anywhere from, I'll say, 5'6" to 6'1", this will be a really comfy bike. You can make some modifications for a lower seat, taller seat, if you're a little bit taller in the handlebars. All right, next thing about it is, like I said, I just like to get and go. This bike allows for that. It's probably the easiest of the motorcycles I've ever had where you can just get up and go. It starts right up. It's so simple, dead reliable, and fantastic in that regard. Just go. It starts, doesn't hiccup, it doesn't sputter, just go. In that sense, it reminds me like Honda reliability. But actually, if you look at the statistics, these are actually showing more reliable than Honda right now, which is a testament to Royal Enfield. All right, so they've been making this motor for a while. Very reliable, very easy to go. The style on this is fantastic. I get looks and comments all the time. People can't believe and they just love a brown motorcycle. Like, just the style on these is great. The fit and finish is very, very good. I'll say this, so they've come a long way, and even the newer Royal Enfields are even higher fit and finish than this. The switchgear is really easy, it's really easy to use. And that's going to be the theme of this motorcycle. Everything about it's super easy to use. Very easy. You almost don't have to, you know, prepare to go ride, in a sense, like, oh, you know, I have to prime it, I have to get this set up just this way. It's just so easy to go and get on this motorcycle, hop on it, and go cruise around. What I love is this motor. This motor is a 20 horsepower, 20 foot-pounds of torque motor. All right, not gonna set the world on fire at all. It's an underscore motor, long stroke motor, which means that it's a single cylinder and the piston has to go up and down a really long way compared to how large the diameter is. What that gets you is what's called torque. Torque is, and again, motorcycle people are gonna know this, and so I apologize, you can fast forward this part. But if you're not really into motorcycling or really into mechanical specs, torque is that down low power that lets you get up and go right off the bat. Horsepower is the power that when you rev it really high, lets you go really fast and accelerate really fast. That's the easiest way to describe it and what it feels like. This motor is it's called under square. It means it has as much torque as it does horsepower. It means it can get up and go and rip you out from a dead stop. That being said, it is not fast in any sense. So you can get up to speed really quickly, but you're not going to be out accelerating even cars. Even your 1991 Honda Civic's going to out accelerate this. But it's not unsafe, it's not terrible, but it's adequate as far as acceleration. But it is very good acceleration right off the bat. And it's very easy to use, very easy to start, and very easy to learn on how to ride this motorcycle. It's a 5-speed transmission, which is a little less than most motorcycles nowadays. As for manual transmissions, they have 6 speeds, but this thing doesn't need 6 speeds. It doesn't have enough horsepower to really bump it up. What that does, it means the top speed on this is electronically limited to 72 miles an hour. Other variants of the same motor, the same engine, can get up to about 80, 82 miles an hour. If you are in an area that you can live with 72 miles an hour top speed, this bike is great. If you're in the wide open plains of, I don't know, Arizona, commuting, right? And all you're doing is commuting at 100 miles an hour every day, this is not the bike for you. If you're in the city, this bike's great. If you do a lot of commuting and you're in a lot of stop and go traffic, this bike actually does really, really well. It's nimble enough, you can scoot around, and you'll notice as you drive this, when you drive this, like 7.2 is like what the top speed about 95% of the cars are going. So if you are okay with driving with the 95 percentile, this bike is going to do it for you. Almost nobody ever passes me. I'm in Maryland right now. I go to DC. I go up to up north, you know, to Pennsylvania, and very, very, very rarely do I ever get past at 72 miles an hour. To get up to 72 is really easy. The heel toe shifter is fantastic. Man, this heel toe shifter is one of my favorite things. I have all the favorite things about this bike, but the heel toe shifter is really good. You never have to use your toe to pull up. You're always pushing either on your heel, like down like that, if you can see, or that, to downshift and upshift. What that means is you can actually shift quicker, and if you have nicer shoes on, I have riding boots on, but if you have nicer shoes on, you're never going to ruin your shoes because you are always using the bottom of your foot. So the controls are really nice. We'll talk about them. They're real simple. You have your hazard right here, your start or your run stop right there. You have your starter switch is the same as the run stop switch. You just hit it there. Your hazards are there. On the left hand side you have your regular lights, your brights, your pass. You have your horn down below, And then also your turn signals. They are not self-canceling turn signals. You just have to use them and then push in like this to cancel it. Man, that's it. There's one more thing besides the USB on the very bottom here, and that is your mode switch right here, or it's your info switch. And what that does is your trip meter A, B, and total miles. Look, I got 24 miles on this, and I've been 144 miles. That's on a single tank. And here is one of the awesome things about this motorcycle is it gets you know, I'm going high speed for this bike, you know, 72 miles an hour all the time, and like the worst mile per gallon I've ever gotten is about 70 miles per gallon. The best is about 110. Yeah, 87 octane. It's a very low compression motor, so I like that. It is very efficient. It's very cheap to maintain, very cheap to insure, and cheap to operate. Like, it doesn't get better than that. Oil changes every 3,000, valve adjustments every 6,000. Valve adjustments is a manual valve adjustment. It's pretty simple to do if you're mechanically inclined. If not, it's going to probably cost you $500-600 bucks to do. Oil change is very simple to do. It's going to cost you $25-30 bucks to do. The brakes are okay. They are adequate. They are better than some of the early model Royal Enfields that have wooden brakes. This does not have wooden brakes. It's not gonna knock your socks off, but it's very safe, secure. Both front and back brake are absolutely average and adequate. That's all I'll say. And it does have ABS. So like on the day like today when it was raining and I had to jam on the brakes, there was no worry there. But what is fun about this bike is it can wheelie with that torque down low. It absolutely can wheelie. The sound on it is just a little putt-putt. It's not very loud at all. You can get different exhausts, but I like this putt-putt. It's very satisfying. And when I rev it, it's just a slow revving motor, which is nice. It's not really loud. It's very nice for cruising. Not offending anybody, and it gives it charm and character. You can ride this all day with not a lot of vibration or numbness anywhere. The seat is a little squishy, and I think for long term, like over an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's going to get a little tiring, but you'll need to fill up with gas anyway at that time, so they do make other seat options for this. It does have a windshield, a Royal Enfield windshield. It's adequate. It's pretty good, actually. It's not going to completely eliminate any wind, but it eliminates the wind off your chest. You know, I'm not even putting my feet down. It's so easy to balance in stop and go traffic, and I can just slowly let the clutch out and stop and go traffic. I'm not getting my hand tired. Again, that's one of the beauties of this. The motor is very satisfying. Let's talk about the motor one more time and then give you one more take that a lot of people don't talk about, and that's the feel of the motor. It has this pulse to it, a pull, and you can feel where the horsepower and torque is on this motor. Remember how I said you can get to about 75 miles an hour sometimes instead of 72? Well, when you're not full throttle, but you're like 90% full throttle, you can feel the motor still has some more juice in there, and it won't do electric cutoff about 90% full throttle. And at 90% full throttle, sometimes I'll find myself showing 75 miles per hour. I'm cruising around in fifth gear at 35 miles an hour, and I'll just use this gear, and I can use the torque to pull me up. I don't have to downshift to accelerate. It's not fast, but there we go. And you can see it's raining a little bit, so it's a little misty. We're getting Hurricane Erin. Maybe I should put my rain gear on, but I did not. All right, so suspension is decent. What I mean by that is it's adequate. It's depending on how rough the bumps are. If they're really rough bumps, and that reminds me, I want to get in this line. If they're really rough bumps, it can be a little jarring. If they're not super rough bumps, it's fine. But they are adjustable for preload in the rear, and I don't have any problem with the suspension. But you're not going to be doing sport bike handling, but it does have pretty decent ground clearance, so you can get in the corner pretty deep. That means you can turn across You know, you can lean a little bit without having to scrape the pegs. You sit pretty tall, so that's good. It means you got good visibility. You're gonna get some wind noise. This windshield doesn't really cover the wind going on your helmet, but it does get it off your chest. There is a fuel gauge there. There's no tachometer. So yeah, you have your time, your fuel state, and your gear selector, your analog speedometer at the top, your trip meter, and total odometer in the display, as well as if you're an economy, that just means that you're not like blasting full speed. That means you're in the right gear for the right speed. You're not really pushing the throttle down. So, quote unquote, will help train you. Lighting on this is fine. Guys, who rides a Meteor 350? What do you guys think? What is your favorite commuter and why? You know, the downsides on this is, you know, the saddlebags are okay. They look cool, but the straps on them are not my favorite to easily get in and out of it. I mean, my Harley's much better for that, and they lock. These ones don't. Yeah, okay, another downside is, you know, 72. Sometimes maybe you want to blast higher than 72, and you can't. So you just got to re-reference your mind and reframe your mindset to, you know, you're not going to be going past 72. But again, how often, you can see in this drive, have I been going 72 as a commuter? No, I really haven't. That's another thing. It's so easy to squirt in and out of traffic with this guy. You know, in California or wherever it's legal to lane split, this bike is great for it. It's pretty narrow. You can lane split even with those saddlebags. And the visibility, because you're so tall in this, it is a tall bike, even though it's only a 350. It's tall for a 350, which makes it comfortable on your seating position, but also great for driving and visibility. They did so much right with this motorcycle. And the more motorcycles I ride, the more I come back to this Meteor 350 as just a great all-around wonderful motorcycle. All right, guys, I think you got my gist. This really is a great bike. Please like and subscribe if you've made it this far. Not only am I asking you, I'm demanding that you like and subscribe, because come on. Okay, all right, as that guy crashes and I try not to, because I did not crash, you guys have to like and subscribe. Guys, that's gonna do it for me. We'll catch you in the next episode.